Hello my gorgeous soul, it's me Maria here with your 3-card reading for Tuesday the 15th of December, and today it's a business day, so we're going to go for the Work Your Light Oracle. Cleanse my space, I've got some incense going, my candles are lit. Let's see what the Work Your Light deck has for us today. Spirit, please guide us with our career and business today, please. This is for the collective. Please guide my wonderful Gaian friends for business, career, this fine Tuesday the 15th of December. Please guide us, Spirit, with our career and business. Tuesday the 15th of December 2020. What do you want us to know about our businesses this day? So let's have a look. We've got Break the Chain, Starseed, and Star Mother. Okay. So this one, Break the Chain, Ancestral Patterns, Healing and Rewriting the Future. Okay. I talk about this a lot in my soul healing work. We have wounds. We have wounds that are caused by things that have happened to us in our past, current life. That sounds weird, doesn't it? Past, current life. We were born perfect, but what we carry with us are ancestral wounds, witch wounds, generational wounds, whatever you want to call them. And it used to be thought of as a bit of a woo-woo idea that a wound could be passed down through generations of people. But scientists are discovering now that this is actually true. They're finding that something really terrible that happens to somebody, it changes them, and it can change and affect the DNA of their daughters, their granddaughters, their great-granddaughters. And these wounds need healing. And I see people sometimes who'll come and they go, I've got everything I could ever want, but I feel like I'm broken. I feel like there's a block. I can't make my business work, and I can't understand why I can't make it work. And when we do regression therapy, they go back to a past life where something dreadful has happened, and it's left them with this wounding, this feeling that they're not good enough, this feeling that, for example, you could get somebody that is very confident in a lot of ways, but that will not speak up, will not do public speaking, never wants to stand up and say what they think about anything, really struggles in meetings to be honest and open about how they feel. And in every other aspect of life can be totally confident, everything's marvellous, you know, they've got everything they ever wanted. But this is the one thing they just can't do, and they can't understand why. When you talk to them, they've never had a bad experience at school that's left them reeling and not able to stand up and speak up for themselves. Nobody in this life's ever really ridiculed them. They've always sailed through life, you know, for the most part. And then when you regress them, you go back to the witch hunts, and you find out that their great-great-great-great-grandmother was killed or tortured for standing up for what she believed in. Or you find that they were there in a previous life, and that they were tortured, murdered, for standing up and saying what they believed in, at a time when women were not allowed to say anything. And certainly, you know, delivering babies and herbal medicine was not something to be proud of. So we have to break the chain of this, and this is what this card is telling you to do. Think about the ways that perhaps you feel wounded. Is it a wound from this life? Could it possibly be a wound from the last life? Is it a pattern that's gone down through generations? A pattern of, you know, finding your soulmate and then pushing them away again. Your grandma did it, your mother did it, now you're doing it. And you're repeating this same old pattern. It's telling you to break it. This pattern can be healed. And even just being aware of that pattern can heal it. Because then when you realise, you know, you're going into a pattern of your third abusive boyfriend, and your mother had abusive boyfriends, and you're attracted to this new bad boy that's coming in, and you're thinking, hey, hang on a second, maybe I'm repeating a pattern here. And awareness can help you just take a step back from making similar mistakes. Interesting. I know it's all very interesting, and I don't want to get really too deep into it for this reading, but this is what this card is saying to you, which leads into the Starseed card. What lights you up? This particular time, at this particular moment, is so strange and magical and weird. The Starseeds are awakening. What is a Starseed? A Starseed is somebody who's lived life upon life, but we've come back to do a job. We're here to do something. My job, to nurture wounded souls so that they can heal and go out and do what they're meant to do in this world. What's your thing? What lights you up? What is it that you just would wake up every morning and bounce out of bed to go do it? What is it that lights you up? What were you sent here to do? Because your soul is calling to you to do something. And you can manifest that through your business. I've decided to manifest it through my business. I found myself really unhappy with my traditional therapy business because I wasn't able to do things like this. And this sort of stuff, and crystal healing and flower essences and running around in mountains full of herbs is what lights me up. It's what I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to do every day. I love it. So what lights you up? What is your thing? And could you incorporate more of that into your business? You know, if you're here to heal the planet, can you do something that would, I don't know, you could do it directly through your business. We could do it indirectly through your business, through making donations to people that take care of rainforests or something like that, or, you know, donation to somebody who'll plant a tree on your behalf. There's ways and means of incorporating what you are meant to do into your life. And finally, we have the Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? Now, I'm going to look in the book at this one because I don't think I've ever actually had this card before. It's quite strange. Let's have a look. Star Mother. She's very beautiful, I have to say. Star Mother. Here she is. You are more held than you could possibly imagine. Loved and cherished so dearly that if you knew, you would not spend 1 second of your life in separation, worry or fear. Let the mother carry your burdens. Let her rock away your fears. Lay all of your worries, regrets, shame and guilt on her altar. Please, please, sweet child, do not fear. You are love in motion. If you allow it, you are already healed. Let her remind you of your goodness. Let her love away your fears. Your capacity to love and hold others is limited to your capacity and love to hold yourself. Be compassionate with your sweet mind, body and soul. Treat yourself like the beautiful spirit that you truly are. Remind yourself that you are doing your best and try not to carry it all on your own. You've got this, and the mother has got you. Let her broad arms take away your burdens. Let her lift the weight of the world off your shoulders. Forgive yourself, my dear sweet child of the earth. How can you mother yourself? Well, what an interesting trio. This one's telling you to get rid of and heal any wounds that are holding you back, be they ancestral, and that you have the power to rewrite the future. You don't have to keep repeating the same patterns. You can end it. This is telling you to go out and find what lights you up now. So you heal your wounds, you're confident, you're courageous to go out and light yourself up. And then this is self-care. This is how can you take care of yourself. And I talk about this a lot because in the work that I do, I've done an awful lot of work with how the mind works and psychology and the subconscious mind, etc. And I've learned a long time ago that we look to our mother for a lot of things. And many of us have mothers that, for one reason or another, have not been capable of giving us as children what we really needed. And the way that we heal ourselves down the line is to say to ourselves all the things that we wanted our mother to say to us. That we are loved, we are cherished, we're the best thing that ever happened, that we are the best child in the world, that we can do anything that our hearts dream of, that, you know, we're supported in any way, that it doesn't matter, you know, who we are or what we are, that we'll always be loved. And if we say these things to ourselves, it can be just as good as somebody else saying it to us. So this card is absolutely bang on, that, you know, you need to mother yourself, you need to say the things to yourself. So from the point of view of a business perspective, which is what this reading is supposed to be, it's about working your light. When you're fearing, when you're doubting, when the worries, when maybe the ancestral wounds are getting in the way, you need to mother yourself. You need to tell yourself, you can do this, you've got this, you're supported, and know that it's true, because it is true. This is your message for today. You can heal your wounds, you can do what lights you up, and you have everything you need to support yourself, to cheer yourself on. Tell yourself you can do it, it's possible, it's fine. And if you still struggle, come back and look for the healing that you need. Heal this wound. Investigate it. Do some regression therapy. Get in touch with me if you're interested in doing that. Find that wound and heal it. Because you're here for a reason. You're meant to be here. You have a job to do. And if these things are holding you back, then you're robbing people of your gift, of this purpose that you've got. And not being able to fulfill your purpose leads to things like more anxiety and depression, because your soul is miserable and unhappy and frustrated. It wants to do what it came here to do, and all these things are blocking it, they're stopping it, and it gets angry and frustrated and annoyed and sad. And that, as I say, then leads you to feeling depressed. It leads you to feeling frustrated and angry at yourself and the world. And until you heal these wounds and can move forward and do the thing that you need to do, it won't go away. No amount of antidepressants are going to get rid of it. You have to heal that wound so you can go out and do the meaningful things that you're meant to do. Now, I didn't mean for this to be so deep, but there it is. It is deep today. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, hang on. I'm being asked to pull a spirit animal. So I'm going to pull a spirit animal just to close this reading down. Not normally doing this, but today I will. It's the bee spirit. And bee spirit says, sweet results await. So that there really is telling you sweet rewards are on the way if you are willing to get your ego out of the way and immerse yourself in the connected energy of all things. Do not let a sense of being separate get in the way of a good thing. Spirit is always producing honey. Miracles and magic are everywhere. When you connect with the great hive, you are vibrating and buzzing in exquisite harmony with all. Focus on connectivity. Your body, heart, soul and psyche experience total interconnectedness and a true integration when you self-forget, when you remember that you are part of a greater unified consciousness. This is interesting. I'm going to move forward to the protection message, and I couldn't say this any better than Colette has. When Bee Spirit comes as your protector, she asks you to be very honest with yourself. Do you want to taste the sweet honey others have been making, but you believe is unattainable for you? Do you wonder how others ended up with so much magical honey when you seem to have none? Have you bought into the illusion of separation and become convinced that you cannot have what others in the hive enjoy? Do you separate from the hive to do it all on your own, or to hoard what honey you have, unwilling to trust that there is plenty of support and plenty of sweetness to go round? If you have been overworking and overdoing and have not given yourself any time to enjoy the sweetness of your life, Bee Spirit is telling you to stop and recharge. Perhaps you're afraid that if you don't get something done, it just won't get done. However, even busy bees need to take a break, and when they do, the honey still gets made, so remind yourself that sweetness is everywhere and available to you always when you need it. Now, I'm getting a message from Spirit here saying that this message for you right now isn't necessarily about connectedness to other people. It's about connectedness to yourself. It's about doing meaningful work that connects with other people. And that the main part of the message here for you today is that anything that you want is available to you, whether you believe it or not. Are these ancient patterns the patterns that are making you believe that nothing is available to you and you need to break them? That's the overwhelming message I get from this today. So, food for thought there. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're interested in soul healing, like I said, please do get in touch and we can talk about it. And with love and magic always, I will see you tomorrow.